But this is what Chelsea fans will be looking for. With that victory, they move into the top four, 2 points ahead of Manchester United, who still have to play as well. But they will be hoping that they can cement their place in that top four. Arsenal currently 7 points clear. As for West Ham then, they stay rooted in the relegation zone, still struggling to get out of that place as they look for their hopes for safety and survival in the Premier League this season. Manager Liam Rosenior with us. Liam, thank you so much for your time. First of all, how are you feeling? How are the players feeling in that dressing room after that comeback?
Many emotions. I'm so happy for the players, the fight, the spirit, the commitment they showed in the second half after a really, really difficult first half. Tactics went out the window. It was about personality and quality and character. And the players definitely showed that in the second half.
What did you say at half-time? What did you want to see change in that second half?
Well, I made 3 changes. Obviously, we had the injury to Jamie Gittins. I sensed an energy before the game. It's very difficult going away to Italy. The emotions of that game and coming back, I made changes to the team. I trust my group, but the first half performance was nowhere near the level in terms of application or energy. But I stayed really calm with them. I said we can turn what probably feels like the worst day of our season into the best day of our season. And the players were magnificent in the second half.
Liam, it's Rob Green. I was just wondering about, you talked about talking to the players in the first half saying it wasn't good enough. Do you feel that there's a concern within that group of the confidence of the guys that started in the first half, then the stark contrast that there was in the second half, that sort of first half performance compounds maybe being on the fringe of the side, not being in the strongest 11 maybe? You're feeling that sort of is a negative of the game today?
No, I think for me, I'm learning about this group very, very quickly. I've been in now 3.5 weeks. I think we've played 7 games. And I've said to them from the first day, I'm going to give them all a chance. Joao Hato's an outstanding young player. Badia Shil's a fantastic young player. So is Ali Garnacho. It wasn't just about their individual performance. I just felt as a team, our functionality as a team wasn't there in the first half. And what I'm very pleased with, I have to say, with all of them, you can see the fight and the spirit and the energy in the group and the belief that they have. So for us as a group to come back in the second half, like we did in Napoli, shows me a lot of really, really positive things.
Liam, Jamie Redknapp, congratulations.
Hey, Jamie.
I want to talk to you that dressing room at half-time. Not an easy place to be, as you said. And then you've got to make 3 substitutions. How hard is that as a manager when obviously you haven't been at the club that long? That's obviously a difficult thing that goes with it.
No, I think you have to do what you think is right for the team. There was no screaming or shouting. We were very calm. I changed the shape. We played more of a 4-4-2, old school, with Cole being free from the right and Pedro being free from the left. And it was more about how we win the second half than what happened in the first half. I didn't have time to talk about the first half. It was about how we played, how we got back into the game. But it's not about me. We've got some incredibly talented players here, some young players. What I loved was the energy in the stadium. That's what Chelsea's all about in the second half. Fighting, the spirit, the running, the effort. This is a local derby. And we showed in the second half all of the things I want to see in my team.
Let's talk about that winning goal, because you showed a lot of emotion there, mate. That must have felt really good. Enzo Fernandez coming in. We've seen number 8s at that club score many, many goals like this. Talk us through it.
No, look, Enzo has been magnificent. His energy levels to arrive in the box. I thought it was a great decision from Joao Pedro, who gave us something extra when he came on. We just tried to create overloads all over the pitch and be a little bit freer. And Enzo has been magnificent in my time with him. I love working with him. He's a winner. And I thought he was man of the match by far in terms of what he gave the team today.
And how about this celebration?
Yeah, normally I'm calm, but yeah, that's a really big moment in our season, hopefully, and it was great to celebrate with the staff who have been magnificent for me so far.
And Enzo's got 4 goals and 2 assists for you. He's having a real impact as well. A player obviously you're enjoying working with.
I love working with him. I love working with all of them, Jamie. They're a delight. They're a pleasure to work with. There's a lot of improvements to make, but honestly, we're travelling, playing, getting back, and then we're focused on the next game. We don't even have training sessions. We're doing a lot on meetings. So for the players to deliver what they're delivering for me and the club at the moment, it's all credit goes to them.
And with the week in mind, you've got a huge game in the League Cup coming up. It's just a wonderful momentum to take into that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a huge game. So these are the games you want to be involved in. We'll go there with no fear. We know we're playing against an excellent team. We will be favourites to go through for sure, but we'll give it our best shot. And if we show the resilience, the character and quality of the second half, we have a real chance to go through.
Liam, the transfer window closes on Monday, 7 o'clock. The clock is ticking. I know you've said you want to strengthen in all areas, but is there a specific area that you want to strengthen before Monday? Can we expect anything?
Possibly, but I have respect for my team. I have respect for any players who aren't in the building. I won't be telling you what position that is.
Liam, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations, 3 massive points for you today.
Thank you. Good night.
Well done, Liam.
Well done, Liam.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at that third goal, the winning goal.
Well, can we do something first, if you don't mind,
Yeah,
Pete?
go
Because
on.
I think we should look at that Todibo chance.
Oh, please don't.
Unbelievable comeback from Chelsea, which you can see the difference from their first half performance to their second half performance. The amount of shots that Chelsea had, the big chances as well, going from 0 to 4, their expected goals. And of course, the most important thing is, of course, getting those 3 goals over the line. But it certainly was one of those games, wasn't it, where you looked at this West Ham performance and you thought they're playing really, really well here. They've made some really good chances in the first half, getting those 2 goals. You said it at the start of the second half. This 15-minute period is really important for West Ham, and Chelsea go and score.
Yeah, and the legs just started to go a little bit. It was 57 minutes. They had one big chance, didn't they, before that? Didn't take it, and then the waves started to come. And he's just feeling how long they could last until that first goal was breaching them. But it was a really well-worked goal, and something that you're feeling, just the legs started to show that they started to tire in there.
How much credit are you giving Liam Rosenior for those changes? Because we were questioning, how do Chelsea change this? We saw that they were going to make changes at half-time. 3 really important players coming on and clearly making the difference.
Yeah, I'll give him credit because he made them. But I think if you probably asked every single Chelsea fan, I think it was the easiest substitutions he probably ever had to make. You had Garnacho was having a nightmare. He had to come off the pitch. Hato was really struggling at left-back. And then Badiashile was really finding it difficult. And West Ham were just overrunning it. So I think that's probably as easy a 3 substitutions he's ever going to make. But bringing these on obviously makes a difference. Cucurella, one of the best left-backs in the world. Fofana can come forward with the ball as well, which obviously has an impact on the goal for the first one. And then you've got Joao Pedro, which gives you a bit of impetus, a centre-forward up there that's going to get up alongside the lap and give you a bit of energy. But Cucurella is one of those guys that you want in your team. He obviously was important with the goal, but just his all-round energy. And he said, sometimes football is about energy and desire. Tactics are a huge part of it, but sometimes it's about passing the ball forward. In that first half, I looked at the stats in terms of possession. There wasn't a great deal of difference between the first and the second half. But the amount of possession that first half that Chelsea went, they had the ball. Garnacho would come back. He'd pass it back to Hato. Hato would then give it to Badiashile. They'd switch it across the back 4. The crowd are getting anxious. There's no energy in the stadium. Second half, they come on. They start to get the ball forward. Right, let's start playing. Let's start playing in their half. Let's get 2 men up front. Let's be a little bit more aggressive. And that's where the goal comes from. And we'll start. Should we start with the second half? Obviously, it has a really big impact. You've got Cucurella there. And then you've got finding good areas into the pitch. Now, Fofana gets a little bit of energy and he sees that space that's going to open up. I just want to highlight this because obviously now you've got 2 forwards up the pitch. And you can see Mavropanos, as first half, it was so easy for him. He's now thinking, looking over my shoulder, OK, I've got a bit of a problem here because Joao Pedro can head it. Todibo is going to have the lap. Now, Todibo makes a mistake here because what he does, instead of helping his other centre-back partner, he decides to drift in, and once Fofana comes into this area, I'm just going to stop it again there. Now Todibo is starting to come across. Instead of thinking to himself, I can attach myself and get on to this centre forward here. We can go 2 for 2. You can see here, Juff is now coming along and coming inside because he's got Gusto out here. He thinks, right, now one of us has to engage. It's brilliant play by Fofana. Gary Neville said it in commentary. But Mavropanos, just watch him. He has a problem because he's now thinking, do I go with the lap if he comes into this area, or do I then stay where I am and mark Joao Pedro? He sort of gets caught in between, Rob, doesn't he? He digs a great cross out, and you can see Mavropanos then can't get back in time. A brilliant header, and it's such a difficult one for the keeper as well, isn't it?
It's really tough, but you're looking at the presence of Cole Palmer, and we just go back a fraction, and you're looking at Somerville. It's his job along with Pablo. Now, Pablo is knackered by this point. His legs have gone, and he can't track back round. Somerville wants to come out, but the presence of Cole Palmer doesn't allow him. The presence of Gusto pushing on up high. And this comes from the confidence that they've got of keeping the ball. And they kept the ball, and they were more intense in that second half with the ball. And all of a sudden, from there, and as you said, Jamie, from there, you're looking at Todibo, and you're thinking, if I'm in doubt, just protect the goal. As centre-halves, just stand in front of the goal. One at the near post, one at the far post, and you won't go that far wrong. He's way beyond the goal, and Mavropanos can't get back in and cover both of them. Wan-Bissaka can't get back in and get round, and all of a sudden, from nowhere, you're looking fairly steady, fairly in your shape, and you're outnumbered. It's well worked by Chelsea, but you're feeling the legs started to go, decision-making started to go as well from West Ham.
And that's the difference between playing two up front. We don't see it very often, you know, and it's a really, obviously, good ball, really good header, and he gives Ariola no chance whatsoever. Great bit of play by the centre-back as well for Fana.
The stretch and the energy on his neck, just to get his head, all he's concerned about is making contact on that far side of the ball. You can see it. He doesn't even know where it's coming off the side of his head. I've just got to get my head on that side of the ball and get it back across goal, and he does enough.
And then chaos. You can feel it, the stadium, everything, they're booing, they're angry, they're anxious. All of a sudden, that transmits to the players, and now that's gone, and we're on your side. We're now on your side, and it just makes such a difference to the players. The confidence started to come. And then Cucurella. I mean, I'm a massive fan of his. Real impact in this one as well. He just starts to find himself in good positions. There he is there. He's so obviously, I'll pick him out. But he's always on the move. Like, he's making runs in behind. He's now causing Wan-Bissaka problems. In that first half, Hato was finding it difficult. He'd normally be in this area. You've got people that want the ball. Garnacho didn't want it. Straight away, you've got Neto there. And they're moving it really quickly. They play that ball out wide. You've got a bit of movement. You've got your two up front as well. You can see Joao Pedro. Ball then comes into that back post. Another great header back. And what he does is magnificent. I'm just going to highlight him here because this is... Here he is. It's like he puts his cape on. Watch what he does with his hair. He thinks, I know something's going to happen here. He moves his hair out the way because in a minute I'm going to have a really important header. Look, there he is. I'll fix my hair quickly. Then the ball comes back into him. Now, his reaction is brilliant. See, because he has no right to get this. You can see Todibo, as that ball's going to get headed onto the bar, he'll be the one normally clearing it. But look at this desire by your left-back to go and head the ball. Absolutely magnificent. And dive, he could have got kicked in the face. Brilliant piece of play, Rob, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. And you're just thinking from the West Ham point of view, what can we do differently? And it's really tough for him to then... You're looking at the far post, and Diouf has been outnumbered with Cole Palmer's presence. And you can see him, he's having to track, and it's left with Somerville to pick up Malagusto, and there's the mismatch. There's the difference.
OK.
Mark, how did you do it?
Yeah, well, I think at the halftime we speak, we improve some needs. At the end is about the mentality, about the desire. I think we show it in the second half, and we are very happy.
How much did Liam Rosenior say to you at half-time that things had to change? What was it in particular?
Well, I think they said it's about us. If we go to press, if we want the ball, if we play with confidence, we can create chances. This is what we do, and we are very happy for these 3 points because it's very important for us.
Joao, with some very strong words at half-time, because the first half, it wasn't acceptable, was it?
Yeah, sometimes this can happen, but you have a stronger squad. I think you show again one more time why you are capable to do it, and now you need to look forward and keep going like this.
How pleased are you with the strength of the team and the way they attacked that second half?
I think we know our power. I think when they first play with us, we have more energy to do like this, to do the comeback. So, yeah, another special day, and when we have a great game on Tuesday as well.
Mark, even though there was only one half of football to do it, were you confident you could get the 3 goals?
Yeah, well, I know we are tough, but we have a very good players, very good team. I think we adjust some bits, and then since the start of the second half, we show a lot of energy, a lot of desire, and with this tunnel, if we play always with this energy, I think we are able to win a lot of games.
Joao, how much character has this team got? You came back against Napoli, you've done it against here.
Well, I think the team is very young, but also everyone trusting each other. I think that's our power. I think, we still can improve a lot, but I think this game is important to show for the fans how strong we are.
Well done to you both.
Thank you.
Pedro's perfect. Joao, Pedro takes his ego out of it. Thinks I've probably not got a great opportunity to score here, but if I pull it back into an area that Enzo can come in, we can score a goal. And it was such a great way of finishing the match for them, because it just was completely the opposite to what their first half, when they were chaotic, they were awful, and the second half they made a lot of really good decisions to win the match.